In the club, and a nigga did it bopping. And that hoe she want a free drink to the bitch to get up off it. I'm the nigga get it poppin'. Her hair short like Denny Rock. At the clip point, nigga, we flying. When I landed, boy, I walked in, 30,000 in my pocket. Yeah, them niggas just like, ooh. $50,000 on your bill. Wanna fuck me, gotta scream it like, ooh. Cause I got a check, nigga wanna flip. I ain't gotta flip, but I got it. Yeah, that hoe some mix, she gon' wanna sit. Every nigga in the section, I just screaming like, ooh. How much you made? $100,000 just in 2 days. I don't fuck with niggas cause they too fake. I only fuck with bitches for that toupee. These are bitches, I ain't worried about no nuke. No, they be true, got a sack, and she always got my back. So I love that shit the most. I'm her big dog and she my cat, and she love it from the back. Call her green cause she on good. I was glassy cause I know these niggas watching. They mad cause they cannot stop me. But stopping it not an option. I can't help it cause I got it. Don't waste time, I got shit watching. Talking Rolex, yeah, I bought them. Now I'm at the top, started from the bottom. Then I walked in, 30,000 in my pocket. Yeah, them niggas just like, ooh. $50,000 on your bill. Wanna fuck me, gotta scream it like, ooh. Cause I got a check, nigga wanna flip. I ain't gotta flip, but I got it. Yeah, that hoe some mix, she gon' wanna sit. Every nigga in the section, I just screaming like, ooh. How much you made? $100,000. How much you made? $100,000. How much you made? Made $2 million up on me, tell you, and I'm rolling like, ooh. Hey, get up.
Hello, hello, hello. It is Sweet Tea. Thank you all for tuning in to Help for You. I just dropped my last podcast, and it is called Realization. And we all need to realize a lot of things, you know. And I'm sorry about Rich Homie Quan. Another one gone too soon. Too soon. I mean, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but he was gone, or he is gone too soon, and a lot of people will be affected by it. Like, I have never wanted to do the ooh so much in my life. Like, my kid has me want to do it when we wake up in the morning. Ooh. You know, but we need to realize a lot of things, guys. And in my podcast that I really hope that y'all go listen to, like, subscribe, rate, donate, share to people that it can really help. Thanks for everyone that's tuning in. Really listen to the words that I'm saying, because as we're growing older, all of us are now maturing, myself included. It's taken me a while to get where I am mentally. And as I say that, it's just like we need to wake up. We have children that are watching us. Now, again, if y'all have listened to my podcast before, my mom passed away on my son's birthday 7 years ago. And I've always wanted a mother-daughter relationship because I was raised by my father. And I was really mad at her for a long time. But as I am growing older, maturing, when I see the things that I go through, like, life is hard. And I don't know what she had to deal with while she was growing up, you know. And I'm not the type of person to turn my back on my children. But again, I don't know what she was going through. And everyone is going to go through things. It's just how we react to them. That's what it's all about. And sometimes it's not always going to be good. Sometimes it's not always going to be bad. But the point is, what do we take from it? Now, I tell my children all the time when they are looking for something, hey, bro, it's not going to fall in your lap. You have to actually look for things. It is not going to just be there when you open the door. And that's just like with something that you're working on. You can't just expect for it to fall in your lap if you really want something, no matter what it is. It could be a job, education, having children. It could be anything, but if you really want it, it's not going to fall in your lap. You have to work for it. And now with that being said, I'm going to say some things are forced to be changed in our lives. They have to be forced. And sometimes it's hard, sometimes it isn't. But when we don't do it ourselves, we have to be forced to do it. For instance, today I was at work. And I ran into a childhood friend that I had known for forever. And we still see each other till this day. And they asked me, hey, do you miss so and so? And I immediately got disgusted because God was trying to say, hey, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. But I went against his will and I did it anyway. And it's like, bro, like God tried to say, don't do something. And we do it anyway. And then we get mad to the point to be like, bro, why did God let this happen to me? Why? Again, on my last podcast or even on one of my TikToks, when you are going the right way or God gives you the right answer, He's directing you. When He says don't do something or it doesn't go your way, He is protecting you. I can't even say it. And we need to realize that everything is not going to go our way because it's not supposed to. It's not supposed to. And again, I was at work today and I ran into one of my coworkers that I hadn't seen in a couple of weeks. And she asked me, what's going on with you? And I give her a lifetime story, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, after I talked to her, I'm like, bro, like, why did I even say anything? Like, why did I volunteer that information? Why? And every night, probably not every night, but every other night, I wake up and I'm just talking to God. And I'm like, God knows what I want. He knows what I want. And if He knows what I want, why isn't He giving it to me? But I know why He's not giving it to me. I'm not working for it. I'm expecting it just to fall in my lap. Now, again, I've been telling my kids this probably for like the last year. Hey, bro, it is not going to fall in your lap. But I'm telling my kids when I have to tell myself it's not going to fall in my lap no matter what it is. Again, some things have to be forced to change. They have to. They have to. Because if they don't change, you're not going to change. Again, Stephen Forchick, I have to shout him out on here because he hasn't had me as, I guess, a guest yet. But I'm waiting, Stephen. I'm totally waiting. He says, when you hold it differently, it comes out differently. And that is so simple. If we hold it differently, opposite of the way that we have been holding it, it's going to come out differently. But if we wake up, brush our teeth, wash our face, put our clothes on, go to work, or take kids to school, blah, 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 blah. If we're doing the same thing every single freaking day, nothing's going to change unless it's forced to change. So, guys, pray, patience, progress. It won't fall in your lap, but if you work hard enough, it will come to you. Or what needs to come to you will come to you. Now, again, I call myself Sweet Tea. And on my last TikTok, I just posted everything that's beautiful, and it's from my podcast. Everything that is beautiful on the outside is not beautiful on the inside. Now, mind you, no makeup right now, but I got my little crochets in. But I have not always been beautiful on the inside. Now, I can portray being beautiful on the outside all day, every day, but I have not always been beautiful inside. And it has caught up with me. And sometimes I used to question God, like, bro, like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Again, because karma is real. Even though it didn't happen the same day you did something bad, or the next day or the next month, it does not mean that it's not going to catch back up with you. So please think before you act. Think. If you wouldn't want it done to you, why do it to someone else? We only have one life to live. One. Rich homie Quan. Oh, Rich homie Quan. Bro, I don't know what happened. And I'm sorry it happened. But I'm pretty sure that wasn't the first time he got high. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. But either somebody did something to him, they added, I don't know. I'm not pointing the finger. But he had a choice. He didn't have to take the drug. He chose to. Again, I say all the time, we are not in control. God is in control. He's in control all the way. But God gives us a choice. We can go up, we can go down, we can go right, we can go left, we can turn circles, we can do flips, we can choose to go to work, we can choose not to, we can choose to eat. We have choices because God gives us choices. But that doesn't mean we can control the outcome, because we can only control ourselves, and we control ourselves with our choices. So, guys, listen. PPP, pray, patience, progress. Fly. First, love yourself. Don't put all your energy into another person that can snatch it away in 0.5 seconds. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. My dad has always taught me, just because someone loves you today, it doesn't mean they're going to love you tomorrow. It doesn't mean that. And don't be so fixated on thinking that, yeah, they're going to always love me. So untrue. So untrue. And I'm not seizing. Like, bro, it is so untrue. And when people get mad at you, bro, I have children that get mad at me every day. Who cares? Life goes on, because if people get mad at you enough to leave your life, they're not supposed to be there. They're not. They're not supposed to be there, because true friendships, you hit a bump, okay, bump, 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 then it soothes out. But we have to make sure we are allowing the right people in. We are. And again, God's going to bring people in our lives to teach us a lesson. That's what's going to happen. So please, please tune in to Help For You on Spotify and YouTube. Like I said, I just did another episode, Realization, on yesterday. And I hope that y'all are able to listen to it, because it's really, really good. Please rate. Remember, I have Help For You shirts, and I would love, love, love to give them out. Thank you all for doing this live. I'm still getting kind of used to it. I'm used to pausing, stopping, or pause and play, but I'm trying to get used to it. But again, listen to Help For You on Spotify. Like, subscribe, everything. Again, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all have a good night.